down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How do they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Powell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. Taken down at the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. They find some open field here, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll go again with Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. It's Howell. They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Howe will throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Howe throwing on 3rd down here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 10, Powell. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Powell down to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott off play action. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position, one timeout in their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the late going. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Powell. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Powell throwing on first down here. This one left side caught by Gibson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
here's a give to Gibson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
It's a pickup of 6. That brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play. and get my defense off the field.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found. On 2nd and 11 now. Howell over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the mark. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top. Yeah, they did it. I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick 6? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points. Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6. And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. In multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by our partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 2. Second down, Howell now. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Commanders 7. Joey Sly to take off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Well, Prescott here to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll get this to Elliott. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Pulled in at the 24. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who